Okay, another play that we run a ton is just an arrow concept. Same thing as bubble, the only difference is now we're running it to our tight end rather than a third receiver. So again, none of the jobs change. Okay, our action in this case is going to be slow off the line. Again, he's going to block the most dangerous man. Okay? And then again to the solo side, we've got the hitch. We'll take it if we can get it. Same thing here, again, we do it against all different fronts, so this is against a 3-4 team that we're against. Same deal. I just threw the slow. He's literally blocking the X, he's blocking Sam or the rover, whoever is running to arrow. In most cases, it's usually the outside backer with the safety playing off. Okay, so here we got a 3-4 team playing cover 2 against us. And we can pre-snap throw this, or we can post-snap throw it. It all depends on what the defense is doing. And what we do is we go ahead and we got to know where your key is on D. So if your outside backer has got his eyes on the whole line, okay, then it's an easy catch and throw. Okay, if he's got his eyes on the tight end, which he does in this case, now it's not a guarantee that he's playing a run. So he goes ahead and widens with the tight end. Okay, here's the end zone clip of it.
Then this is where we're going to go ahead and push the count, and we're leaving DN. We worked all week with avoiding. That's the other thing is if your tackle, and I think maybe even the following clip, it'll show our tackle kind of gets a chunk of that read. You always want to make sure that you're getting a clean release. And you watch our backside tackle, he's ripping inside. You want to make sure you're giving a clear read for the QB. So you can widen and then go ahead and avoid. He does a nice job working the second level and get to the backer.
Tim, is pre-snap going, knowing that he's not throwing the pass, he's going to basically read from second level to first. Is he needs the linebacker first, tell him it's not
Pre-snap.
Yeah.
So pre-snap, he knows right now that tight end is reading the outside backer is reading the tight end, so he knows right now we got to run it because this kid is going to run with the arrow. If he had his eyes inside, which I think there's a clip later, where the outside backer is reading, say, the tackle, now he can throw it because he knows right now he's getting a run read from the backers. Okay? And what we tell our quarterback is pretty simple. We don't say anything about square shoulders or squeezing down the line. It's literally, is he going to tackle the running back or not? So if that DN's going to tackle the running back, we're going to pull the ball. Otherwise, we want to give the ball. And that's just the way we're built up front. We want to run the thing downhill. We want to give it to our back. You can see the space it creates just by widening the DN or the outside backer. Same clip again here. Outside backer, he's got his eyes on the tight end. Widens for a step. And our receivers again know based on, and this has happened in games, sometimes they will go ahead and block the outside backer right away, but then as the game goes, you just talk to them and say, hey, we don't even need to block this kid, let's go right to the safety. This happens a lot too when you get to second level. Guys don't make blocks because they're breaking down and then pieces move. Okay, same look going another way. You can see our tight end get lazy at times, knowing that he's not getting the ball. We'd like to play with a little more speed to threaten that outside backer and make sure he can't make a play.
And again, really when you're pushing the count, it really becomes a gap block. But we don't ever talk gap. We just tell the kids this is our mash technique. So that's what you see out there. And here's the other beauty of the count is that, especially with Homestead, if you know anything about Homestead or been able to see them the last couple of years on D, they'll have a different look every snap. You don't know where the linebackers are going to be. So in years past, we'd say, okay, this week you're going to get an under front. So we're going to work against an under front all week. We're going to get an over front. With the count, it doesn't matter what front because it's just all about math and knowing who 0 is, 1 is, and 2 is. And I see Steve here and from Baraboo, they are a pain to go against defensively because they move a lot and always gives us issues. So, but the beauty of the count is that it doesn't matter. The kids don't have it locked in their head that this is what they're gonna see. And when we first started this, we would see a junked up defense every week, back in 2009, 2010, and Wanakee made us look foolish when we were check tempo, because they would give us one look pre-snap and then post-snap, and we had Pat Rice's cousin who was on our staff as D coordinator, and he goes, they just made us look like idiots. This check tempo is stupid. And I'm like, thanks, Andy. Yeah. So, if you know Andy Rice, he's pretty blunt. So, but he was right. It did make us look stupid. That's why we go fast tempo. Everything. So we don't have defenses bouncing around, because if they do bounce around, they're going to get hurt. And so that's where you do see more vanilla looks. So that's the other advantage of the count and fast tempo.
Okay, so here again, we got 3 receivers this side, we're running bubble on this side, we got an arrow on the solo side. Again, pre-snap, we got safety walk down, 3 for 3 here, not ideal to run bubble. Okay, so then it becomes a post-snap, read to the end, to the outside backer, based on what happens with the tight end read. Okay, in this case, we'll see from that zone, but they sent 2 guys off the edge. It's actually their inside backer. So, and like Coach was just talking, you know, every snap is literally different. So right now, this is their inside backers over here on the outside. And then they just slid this inside backer over. Okay, and then this is actually the corner, and then they got DN outside too. So again, our O line is just based on the count, because we're pushing it over. They're all working, again, play side to the left. We actually have 2 guys unblocked on the outside, but with the arrow, it goes ahead and helps hold that edge to give us a chance to hand the thing off. And essentially block 3 guys with 1, without even having to block. And then a nice cutback lane, obviously, with the soft edge over there. Okay, here we go. Here's now we got a double tight for 12 personnel. Tight end to this side is running the arrow. Okay, and here's the clip where talking about getting that outside back. So right now, pre-snap, it looks like 3-on-3. Okay, because you got this outside backer who's right stacked on the tight end, but his eyes are inside, either in the backfield or on the offensive line. Okay, so then our quarterback knows right away he's going to catch and throw. We got him all leveraged because of where his eyes are. You can see it here in that zone. And the reason why I do this is because if that's, again, that outside backer has got his eyes on the tight end, now we can go ahead and run the thing, and now there's no cutback player because he's going to wide with the tight end right away. Which looks like a nice hole there, but if we did give it, because of what he's looking at, you'd be able to fold in and make the play. This is a great way to control those outside backers. Here we go, here's same deal again. This is right, again, talking about the up-tempo. We had just run this exact same play, I believe, and then we had thrown it up top to our solo receiver on the hitch, got the first down, and then come right back again, and we run the same play again. Got the ball to go somewhere else, and they brought their outside backer, who's over here now, to go ahead and discourage that hitch. Okay? And then obviously it opens the void to the solo side, so right now we got 3-on-2, no one's on tight end. So it's an easy catch and throw for the quarterback. Not a great job blocking on the perimeter, but nonetheless it's a 7-yard gain.